Good morning, students. Today we shall discuss about As You Like It as a romantic comedy. This play is written by William Shakespeare, who is master of romantic comedy. So first of all, we shall discuss about William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born in 1564 at Stratford on Avon in England. He obtained his formal education only up to the age of 13. After that, his father got his education discontinued as he needed his help at the shop. At the age of 18, he married Anne Hathaway. After a few years, he went to London and got in touch with the rising theatre. He tried his hand at writing plays for the theatre. In the beginning, he merely altered the old plays a bit, but as time passed, he put more and more of himself into the plays, and very soon became a rich and prosperous playwright. With hard work, he reached the peak of his dramatic success and dominated the English theatre for a number of years. He died in 1616. The literary world lost a great literary figure. It was sincerely felt by one and all that he was not of all an age but for all times. Shakespeare wrote 37 plays in his lifetime. His plays are varied in nature and can be roughly divided into three categories: the comedies, the tragedies, and the historical plays. Some of his famous comedies are The Merchant of Venice, As You Like It, Twelfth Night, Winter's Tale, The Comedy of Errors, etc. Apart from being a dramatist, Shakespeare was a famous poet also. He wrote a sonnet sequence which contains a large number of sonnets. His poetical works also include two long narrative poems. Now, after the discussion of writer, we shall discuss the question in terms of As You Like It as a romantic comedy. As You Like It is a romantic comedy. There are three features of a romantic comedy. The first is that love is the main theme of such comedies. Secondly, in such a comedy, the course of lovers never runs smooth and there are some complications in their union. Thirdly, these complications are resolved in the end and the play ends on a happy note. Love is a major theme of Shakespearean plays. there are a number of love affairs in the play. The first romantic pair is that of Orlando and Rosalind. They first meet at the wrestling match, which takes place at the court. They love and pine for each other. Rosalind has to go to the forest of Arden in the guise of shepherd. Orlando also goes there. Although they often meet each other, yet he cannot recognize her as she is in a male disguise. They are united in the end. The second romantic pair is that of Oliver and Celia. Oliver is the elder brother of Orlando, and Celia is Rosalind's cousin. Oliver also goes to the forest in order to kill Orlando, but he saves his life and Oliver's heart is changed. There Oliver and Celia fall in love with each other. They are also married in the end. The third romantic pair is that of Silvius and Phoebe. Silvius loves Phoebe from the core of his heart, but she rejects his love. When Rosalind rebukes her, she falls in love with Rosalind, thinking her to be a boy. In the end, however, Silvius and Phoebe are married. The fourth romantic pair is Touchstone and Audrey. It is a parody of the other love affairs because Touchstone falls in love with ugliness. They are also married when the marriage of other romantic couples takes place. The second feature of a comedy is that there are barriers in the meeting of the lover and the beloved. In this play, however, the barriers between Rosalind and Orlando is not created by any villain or the society. Rosalind goes to the forest in the guise of a shepherd. In this guise, Orlando is not able to recognize her, but there was really no need of the disguise after the Rosalind had met Orlando and her father. There is some complication in Silvius Phoebe love affair, but it is not major. Silvius is a shepherd who loves Phoebe. He is madly in love with her, but she spurns his love. She falls in love with Rosalind, thinking her to be a boy. In the end, Silvius and Phoebe are united. Love at first sight is another feature of a romantic comedy. Rosalind and Orlando fall in love with each other at first sight. Both the hero and the heroine are faithful in love and start sighing for each other. Soon after their meeting, Oliver and Celia also fall in love with each other at first sight. Music and dance are integral part of a romantic comedy. This play is also a musical comedy and consists of fun and singing. There are 6 songs in the play which give it a musical touch. Thus we can say that As You Like It is a romantic comedy which is full of songs and dance, and lovers are faithful to each other. Love is the cardinal feature of romantic comedy, and Shakespeare's comedies are heroine centered. So there is a great significance of Arden Forest. In As You Like It, the Arden Forest plays an important role. It is almost like other characters in the play. The forest of Arden is symbol of carefree life, which is much different from the busy city life. The Venice Duke in all the plays appreciates the jungle life. In this jungle, times passes merrily in singing, dancing, and hunting for deer. Amines and Jacques, they also play their role in singing. There are a number of oak trees in the forest under which Orlando and Rosalind sit for hours. There are no clocks in the forest. There is no regular call of duty in the forest. Though this natural setting, Shakespeare has drawn contrast between artificial life and the life which is full of blessings. In this pleasant atmosphere, the Duke not only enjoys nature but also learns useful lessons in humanity. Herever, every object of nature has a lesson to teach man. The life at the court is full of envy, malice, and inordinate ambition. On the other hand, the life in the forest is pleasant and free from dangers. There are two types of characters in the forest of Arden. The first are those who come from the city to the forest for one reason or the other. They are the Duke Senior, his lords, including Amines and Jacques, Orlando, Rosalind, Celia, and Touchstone. Later on, Orlando's brother Oliver also comes to the forest. Almost all these characters undergo changes in the jungle. The Duke had been fed up with the life at the court. Now he enjoys nature. The soothing atmosphere of forest influences Orlando deeply. His love flows and shines. He openly declares his love for Rosalind and writes her name on leaves. Rosalind's wit shines greatly in the free atmosphere of the forest. She learns how to enjoy life and proposes to Orlando to play a game of mock wooing. Celia too undergoes a great change. In the forest, she is free from the effect of her cruel father. She falls in love with Oliver at first sight. The second type of characters are the natives of the forest. They are Silvius, Phoebe, and Corinne. Silvius loves Phoebe deeply, but she spurns his love. The forest of Arden performs a dramatic function, romantic function as well. It is a good dramatic device for bringing all the major characters at one place. Shakespeare molds the plot in such a way that the major characters reach the forest for one reason or the other reason. When the play starts, the Duke Senior is already there. Rosalind goes there as she is banished by Duke Frederick. Celia cannot live without and goes with her. They take Touchstone with them as a male security. Orlando runs away to the forest as his brother wants to kill him. Later as a male security, Orlando runs away to the forest as his father wants to kill him. Orlando runs away to the forest as his brother wants to kill him. Later Oliver also reaches there in order to find out and kill Orlando, but his heart changes and he starts living with Orlando. The Forest of Arden performs another important function in the play. It reforms the wicked. The cruel brother of Orlando is softened and is reconciled to his brother. Duke Frederick is also changed, returns the dukedom to his brother and becomes an ascetic. Thus, the Forest of Arden plays an important part in the development of the plot. It has a great dramatic importance, and no doubt the heroines of Shakespeare are lovely and lively. They have greater importance in constitution of romantic elements in the comedy. Okay, thank you. Good luck, best wishes.